What's the problem? It's a clock problem, mate, here at the moment. Okay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Crufts 2013. It is simply the biggest and best dog show. Not only that, there's absolutely loads of experiences for you around the show, so please make sure you go to the other halls, take your credit cards with you, visit the stands, and make sure also that you visit the different areas like Discover Dogs. We've got obedience for you, flyball for you, and of course we're kicking off here in the main arena with the agility. So, first of all, we need a judge. Our judge today is Mr. Bob Griffin, so please a big round of applause for Mr. Griffin. Now, Bob is going to be doing a lot of the agility judging here this weekend. He's an international judge, well-renowned in the agility world, and has in fact been involved in agility since 1983, so he knows all about it. So we're going to start off this morning with the British Open, and this is the jumping round. Now, this competition, there's 2 rounds today. We're going to be starting with the jumping and then going on to the agility. So we'd like to welcome our first competitor into the ring. And this is Mr. Alan Bray. He's obviously brought his fan club with him today, and he's running a miniature poodle called Tatty. That's Siren Song, Tantrums and Tiaras are up and over. So we're actually going to manual timing today. I think we're ready to go. We're under starters orders, Rob. So Tatty is a 5-year-old bitch, and like I said, her proper kennel name is Siren Song, Tantrums and Tiaras Up and Over. So it's a combination of 2 runs today. This is the jumping section. As you can see, there's no contact equipment in the ring. So what will happen is that the winner and the runs from today from the jumping section will be combined with the agility section, and we'll end up at the end of the day with an overall winner. So Alan is clear so far, down into the collapsible tunnel. He's got to go to the far end of that pipe tunnel, round the back of that jump, and we're looking for a fast finish. Well done! And that's a clear round for Alan. Our timer is just walking over with the time. 35.28 was the time for Alan and Tatty. So our next competitor, this is Mark Wingate Wynn, and this is a toy poodle this time. This is Big, and he's 4 years old, and he's already an agility champion. So this is agility champion for Vanitonia, Mr. Big. And this pairing is no stranger to the big arena. They've competed for Great Britain in the World Championships. Absolutely cracking little dog. So he's got to go into those weaves with that first pole on his left-hand side. Very nicely through there. Mark's looking to get tight turns wherever he possibly can. Into the tunnel. Over the jump, into the cloth tunnel. The dog can't see where they're going when they go through there. Into the pipe. This is looking good. Round the back and a fast finish for Big and Mark. So that's 33.87. So that goes into the lead. Well done, Mark and Big. Okay, next on the line, this is Tracy Ryan, and this is Tink. And this is a German Spitz Mittel. And we're off. This is Aperture Dreaming. So down into the tunnel. She's got a sharp left there, over the wall. She's got to go into those weave poles. Remember, it's that first pole on the left shoulder of the dog. Nice tight turn there. Into the tunnel. Into the cloth tunnel. Tracy just crossing sides there to make it absolutely clear which way she's going. And over the final jump, another clear round. Well done, Tracy and Tink. So that was a time of 35.28. Okay, we're now on to the last handler in the small section. And this is Ivan Pardo Garcia, and he's from Spain. So he's come all the way from Madrid to compete here at Crufts this year. And this little dog is called Nuka de Palma. And I believe that Ivan actually qualified at the Kennel Club Agility Festival in August, which was held in Northamptonshire. So we're looking for a clear round into those weave poles, encouraging him through there. He's got to pull through that gap, flick over that jump into the tunnel. He's got to pick him up on his left, down through that collapsible tunnel. He's going to swap sides. He's going to send him round the back of that jump, and we're looking for a fast finish. Oh, lovely, well done, Ivan. That's a clear round for Ivan and Nuka. So we're just collecting the time. 34.50 was the time. So, as you can see, our ring party are putting the jumps up, and that means we're going up to the medium height dogs. Now, in agility, we have 3 different heights, small, medium, and large, and each dog has to be measured to make sure that they actually fit into the correct height category, so that they're jumping the right height for them. Okay, so our ring party are just checking that everything's at the right height. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to come back for the agility section of this class later on today, where the same dogs will be competing for the overall title for the Kennel Club British Open. So we're just adjusting the time. I think we're ready to go. We're just, our judge is making his way back into the middle of the arena. And our first dog to go is Dolly. Her Kennel Club name is Rayanne's Aurora, and this is Becky Sargent. And Dolly is affectionately known as Miss Bling, and I'm sure you'll catch a glimmer of the sparkle as she goes round. Now, Dolly, as you can see, is a Blue Merle Border Collie, and she was actually our novice winner here last year. So I'm sure Becky's hoping to repeat that. So, safely into those weave poles. Very nicely through there, through the tyre. Remember, she's got to pull through that gap. Into the tunnel, picking up on her left-hand side. She's got to make sure she gets in the right end. Very well called. And over the final jump, that's Becky and Dolly with another clear round. Well done. Okay, that was a time of 33.81 for Dolly and Becky. Okay, next on the line, this is Denisa Somarova. And she's joining us today from the Czech Republic. And I'm going to attempt this name. This is Aramis Z Plushnika Steyr. And that's the full name of the dog. And this is actually a Keukenhunde. So we don't see many of these in agility in Great Britain. So it's absolutely fantastic to see this dog running here at Crufts this year. So very tightly over those 2 jumps into those weave poles. So making sure she gets in through that gap. She's going to go right on that jump. Into the collapsible tunnel. Swapping sides there to make sure she gets a nice line into the pipe tunnel, round the back of that jump and over the finishing line. Well done. That's another clear round. Well done. Okay, that's a time of 37.84. Okay, so next on the line, this is Ian Langman. And this is his beagle, Bonwillen Dizzy Blonde. So we're hoping she's not going to be a dizzy blonde today. Her pet name is Rasha. So I think this could be our own. Oh, that was a lot of effort there to get over number 3. I think this probably is our only beagle in this competition. So it's absolutely great to see these different breeds competing in agility. Just goes to show that it's inclusive. It doesn't matter what breed of dog you've got. It doesn't have to be a pedigree either. It can be a crossbreed or a rescue dog. Absolutely anybody can enjoy doing agility. So we're safely through the tunnel. Got to go back into that collapsible tunnel. Nice line there, into the pipe, round the back of that jump, and over the finishing line. Well done, a clear round for Ian and Rasha. That's 39.78 for Ian and Rasha. Okay, next on the line, this is Neil Ellis, and this is Chester. And this is a Sprocker Spaniel, so that means that it's a Cocker Spaniel crossed with a Springer. So Chester is actually 7 years old, kennel name Cheeky Chester the Jester. Oh, he's got a lot to say for himself. Nicely into those weave poles. Safely through there now. Neil's going to want a tight turn here. Back over that jump into the tunnel. Nice turn there out of the tunnel. Through the collapsible, picks him up nicely for the pipe. He's got to go around the back of that one. Oh, he crosses sides as well. And over the finishing line. Well done, Neil. A clear round with Chester. So that's 34.09 for Neil and Chester. Okay, so now we are on to the large. So as I was saying, we've got 3 heights in agility, and this is for the large dogs. So our ring party just checking, everything's at the right height, and the tunnels are secured. Just changing the height of the tyre, which is okay. I think we're ready to go. So our judge is making his way back into the centre of the arena. And we will actually end up with a winner in each height as well. So the first to go, this is Tanya Weismar, and this is Phantom, the Border Collie. And Tanya's come all the way from the Netherlands today to compete here at Crufts. And this is a 6-year-old Blue Merle Border Collie called Nice of You to Come By, Mystic Phantom. Oh, just not making that jump there, so picking up 5 faults. So in agility, what we're looking for is the fastest time with the least amount of faults. And when you're pushing for time, sometimes that means that sometimes the poles go down. So unfortunately, just 5 faults there for Tanya. So we're into the collapsible tunnel. Sharp call there to make sure we get the right end of the pipe. Over the last jump. So 5 faults for Tanya and Phantom. Remember, all is not lost. It's over 2 runs. So that score will be put with her agility score later on this afternoon. Okay, and that was in a time of 34.94. So next we have Stephen Richardson. And this is a crossbreed. Yeah, he's brought his fan club with him. I'm sure he'll go faster the more you cheer. And this is George, the crossbreed. So into the tunnel. I know Stephen's going to attack this course. So this is No Worries, Son of Sweet. And this is actually George's first time at Crufts. Oh, unfortunately, just getting a refusal there. I think Stephen was trying to make sure he got a tight turn, but unfortunately just missing the jump. So 5 faults for a refusal. Through the collapsible tunnel, into the pipe. So Stephen's going to be looking for a fast finish. Oh, just taking the jump the wrong there. So unfortunately, an elimination for Stephen and George. So next on the line, this is Mark Laker. And this is Devo, the Border Collie. Devon Gem Crystal Method. And Mark has just been promoted to the GB Agility Team Manager for international competition. So we'd like to congratulate Mark for that position. So down into the tunnel. He's got to go left on the wall, getting a nice tight turn there. Into those weave poles. Through the tyre, he's got to get a tight turn here, but he wants to keep the poles up as well. Into the tunnel. Very nicely out of there. Down to the collapsible tunnel. Nicely into the pipe. We've got 2 to go. Round the back. And over the final jump. Well done, Mark. A lovely clear round with Devo. .85 was the time for Mark and Devo. So next on the line, this is Jessica Cothay, and this is Cara, the Border Collie. And she's 3 years old. And her kennel name is Linwood Cara Fuzzy Logic. So over that wall, down to those weave poles, nicely into there. Through the tyre, we need a tight turn here. Down into that collapsible tunnel, we need the right end of the pipe, which we get. 2 to go. And a lovely clear round. Well done, Jess, with Cara. That's 34.09 for Jess and Cara. Okay, next on the line, this is Lee Windiat with Bold, the Border Collie, and this is agility champion Deanne Wattercracker. And Bold is 9 years old, which also tells you that agility keeps you fit, it keeps your dogs fit. And in fact, if you're interested and you're inspired by the agility that you see in the main arena here this weekend, do go and talk to the activities ring and the activities stand, which is being run by the Kennel Club, which will tell you about all the different sorts of activities you can get involved with and in with your dog. So down over the wall, into those weave poles. So just pulling him in there through the gap, into that tunnel. Down into the collapsible tunnel. He's calling him in to the right end of the pipe there. Round the back of the second to last jump. And a lovely finish. Well done, Lee. A clear round with Bold. So that's a time of 36.81 for Lee and Bold. So next we're on to Will. This is Will Rolfe and Scoot, the Border Collie. And Scoot is 7 years old. I won't tell you how old Will is. But he's an absolutely fantastic competitor, had a great year. And safely into those weave poles. Into the tunnel. Nice turn there, down to the collapsible tunnel. into the pipe. He's got 2 to go. Come on, Will. A lovely finish. Well done, Will. Another clear round, and that's with Scoot. That's 34.68 for Will and Scoot. Okay, next on the line, this is Stephen Sutherland, and this is Sadie, the working sheepdog. Thunder's Princess is her full kennel name. And she's technically a working sheepdog. So down into that tunnel. Safely down through those 2 jumps into those weave poles. Into the pipe tunnel. Into the catapult tunnel. He's got to get the right end of the pipe tunnel, which he does very nicely. Come on, Stephen. We need a quick finish. Well done. A clear round for Stephen and Sadie. Okay, that was a time of 35.72. That was Stephen and Sadie. So, this is our last dog to go in this competition. This is Tulia Lushto. I hope I've said that right. And this is Promilan Cinzano. And this is another international handler. And they've actually travelled from Finland today to come and compete here at Crufts. So into those weave poles. Oh, just not taking that tire, unfortunately, so that means an elimination. So she's going to carry on. The dog doesn't know it's been eliminated. And enjoy the rest of her run there. So well done, Tulia and Punzi. Okay, so that was our last dog of this competition. Now, make sure you stay with us. We've got the Kennel Club Novice Cup coming straight up. And also, do come back for the agility run of the class that you've just watched. Because we've got quite a few clear rounds in there, that means the competition is going to hot up and everybody is going to have to go for it in the agility section, which will make for an absolutely fantastic competition. So we'll be just changing the course and then we'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going straight into the presentation for the Kennel Club British Open. So, a big round of applause, please, for our first and second places in each height category. So, going with the smalls first. In second place was Ivan Pardo Garcia and his dog Nuka de Palma. I'm afraid he's not actually here at the moment, but in first place was Mark Wingate win with Vanitonia Mr. Big in a time of 33.87. And on to the mediums. In second place was Neil Ellis with Cheeky Chester the Jester. And the winner of our mediums was Becky Sargent with Rayanne's Aurora in a time of 33.81.
Thank you.
And the winner of the large section, sorry, not the winner, the second place, I do apologise, was Will Rolfe with Agility Champion Nedlow Black Magic.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the winner in a time of 34.09 seconds was Jessica Cothay with Linwood Cara Fuzzy Logic. So we're about to do a lap of honour, I believe. So please, ladies and gentlemen, as our competitors do their lap of honour, please put your hands together and make sure you do come back to watch the very, very exciting agility round that is going to happen later on. Thank you.